A battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Dallas Cowboys. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This is 2nd and 8. And Prescott, he's going to change things up here. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They get it to Hill, and they'll let him run. No, a nifty juke there. He's got daylight. Still going. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyreek Hill, 60 yards. And the Cowboys have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. A man who was a collegiate standout nearby in Austin, it's Bijan Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9. They'll run again here with Robinson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field. he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This pass is caught by London. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They go option right on second and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a fourth down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He may go. Tyreek Hill, touchdown, Cowboys. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot into big game, their big play ability.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've... And it's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. Achane gets it from the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Again, it's Achane. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Devon Achane scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyreek Hill saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's brought in downfield by London. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown! Drake London, 75 yards. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to 28-10.
Falcons 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They're going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Seven Pirates!
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards there on a first down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
That one deep for London, and he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. First down, Prescott. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. And this one is right through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Falcons 10.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
He's got room past the 30. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw now on first down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Devon Achane, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now back to throw. That is caught at the 7. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And now they're in the hurry up. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. They'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Achane. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Devon Achane taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So here's a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one deep for London. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Off to the races. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
The throw over the middle taken in. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 94 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll set up a throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 115 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. Now a first carry for their fullback. Lavonte David in on the tackle.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw hauled in by Washington. This is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. And they'll bring Judy in motion right. Prescott on 1st down. Rolling to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. That is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A run straight ahead with Achane. Shifts by him. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Johnson will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Extra point try now from Dicker. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 36 yards on the play. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Van Jefferson, 29 yards. yards. And the Falcons are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And now an audible here into something else. Koo able to connect on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Well, I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And they wound up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now